check 2081.
Wind 290 S5.
Thanks.
Johnson 3758, RNAV to Gurgee, runway 18 center, clear for takeoff.
18 left, American 1700.
Route 4824, Charlotte Tower, runway 18 left, line up and away. Blue Street 5296, hold short of runway 18 center on Sierra, remain at frequency. Blue Street 5279, contact departure.
Alrighty. Yeah, I'm just checking my stream quality here. Hold on, guys. I thought I was going to try 1080p, but I don't think the stream can handle it.
Blue Street 5279, contact departure.
Back her back down to 720. I think that should do it.
4820 foot, turn left heading 100, runway 18 left, clear for takeoff.
Alrighty. I'm just checking my stream quality.
This time's at 3920, Charlotte Tower, runway 18 left, line up and away.
And it's still buffering.
And wind 290 at 6.
Right, American 1746.
1700, contact departure, good day.
American 1700, good day.
Yeah, it looks like I'm still buffering. This is going to be a bust.
35065, RNAV Gurgee, runway 18 center, clear for takeoff.
Gurgee 1
American 695 tower, runway 18 center, line up and wait.
American 695, line up and wait on 18.
American 181, turn left, taxi Whiskey Sierra, hold short of runway 18 center.
Come on.
Wisconsin
Let me know if it's
3758,
buffering
on the
for
right
you
center,
guys.
Gurgee,
I'm
contact
getting a
departure.
constant buffering on my end.
American 1795, car, runway 23.
Done what I can do.
920 on that high star, runway 18 left, clear for takeoff.
On that high door, just take off 18 left.
American 1765, Charlotte Tower, good afternoon, runway 23 clear land, traffic holding runway 18 left.
Runway 23, American 1765. Contact,
American 1810, Charlotte Tower, about a minute on the runway 18 left, line up and away, traffic 4 miles this way.
Halfway, 1 left, American 1810.
494824.
Roger that.
There's low-level helicopter.
Let me know if you're getting buffering. That's all I'm getting on my end.
Departure today, 14824.
22, identity altitude, please. Australia, 1100. 22, your radar contact 2 miles east of Charlotte. American 695, RNAV to Gurgee, runway 18 center, clear for takeoff.
RNAV Gurgee, American 695.
Blue Street 5161 tower, runway 18 center, line up and wait, traffic lands runway 23.
Line up away, 18 center, Blue Street 5161.
Blue Street 5065.
Okay, cool. Alright, as long as I'm not buffering, I guess I'll get to go. I was trying to monitor at my end and it looked like it was just doing nothing but buffering, but it could be just a feed to me. Alright, well, we're going to leave JFK here. We're going to head to Charlotte, North Carolina.
What's your turn altitude?
Roughly 600 nautical miles. Didn't really check weather as far as the landing, so I always like a challenge and a tailwind if that's the case, but we shall see. Anyway, here we go.
Victor, Scott 0365 Charlotte,
Break.
3014.
American 1875, Lacarian back.
And your step on 0365 for the squad for the helicopter 8 Kjfk-Kclt.
81.
23 land traffic holding runway 18 left.
American 1875, clear land, get 3.
Gear up. Flaps up.
Number 416 Victor, radar contact about 15 miles south of Charlotte Airport, and you could proceed due east, and then you'll come up northbound for Wilson.
My pressure way off, didn't it?
18 left at all times.
Am I the only one who has a problem with this stupid Q&H pop-up that you can't get rid of unless you move it around and shit?
Clear one takeoff, American
Don't want that.
2 mile 4750 Charlotte Tower, and 18 left, line up and away, traffic landing 23.
Fly away, 18 left, 46.
Chase?
1742, taxi Whiskey, Sierra, hold short of runway 18 center.
Sierra, short of 18 center, American.
I really need to get some JFK scenery. The only thing I ever found was the pay where words, and I don't want to pay for scenery.
Are you orbiting there or are you going to go eastbound?
I'm orbiting here.
Budget? And so this is just your advice
Center,
actually will the
right in the clouds. Center. Back to speed down a bit. Thrust climb. Thrust climb, there we go. Flaps up.
American 1999, taxi Victor 4, hold short of runway 18 center.
Yeah, I just like playing the live air traffic control sounds in the background just to give it some
5161 in the right center group.
realism feel.
I'm ready, District 5161. Aircraft 1742 on Sierra, monitor tower.
And that is going to be Charlotte, North Carolina's air traffic control tower.
Roger. Around 4750, that's taking
So far, weather looks clear.
Field 1100, fly heading 100, runner 18 left. So
At least the next 300 miles.
Left, 100
Tuesday 5233, Charlotte Tower, runner 18 left, line up and wait, traffic 5 miles, runner 23.
Still holding for you there, X-Plane? Because I get nothing but a black screen on my end.
Empty tower, shot 5568, visual 1.
Airshuttle 5558, Charlotte Tower, runway 18 right settle in, 270 class.
20 right clear landing, shuttle 6309 ILS, runway 23. Bravo 100, Victor 4, left 40.
American 1742, tower, taxi Victor 4, hold short of runway 18 center.
Take clear Victor 4, short 20 center, American 1742.
309, Charlotte Tower, runner 23.
X-Plane pilot, you still getting a good feed there?
Clear lane, District 309. American 756, we're clear for takeoff.
Victor 4684, tower, 18 center, line up away, traffic on final runway 23.
I'm not even sure I'm getting my feed here.
Blue Street 5071, contact departure.
Departure Blue Street 57.
Let's try this again.
It's a no problem, maintain your fire below 1000 and then remain south and east of both runners. That's 1 left and 23, and then landing at the Wilson Arm at your own risk, report landing ashore.
Thank you.
Chase.
So
getting in New Jersey.
57 and 1 left, so for takeoff, go ahead and roll. 4750, contact departure.
4750.
18 center, Victor 4, traffic is holding in position, Echo 4 Missouri.
20 center and Victor 4, American 1742.
So this is regulated for the similar frequency change to good. American 1841 Charlotte South, traffic landing 23, runner 18 left, down at point.
5.1 left, 41.
Center.
Down American 420.
Center.
Down American 2036, we're clear for 23.
American 2036 Charlotte South, runner 23 clear, line traffic holding runner 18 left with count.
Middle left 23, American 2036.
Aircraft conducting signal 14 Eastern 2 on Eastern for more information, contact our flight service frequency.
Carriage 4684 on Avenue runway 18 center, clear for takeoff.
On Avenue 18 center, clear for takeoff, clear 4684.
Compass 5706 tower, runway 18 center, line up and wait.
I can't even tell if I'm streaming you guys. Everything keeps locking up on my end. So anyway, I'm gonna still do the flight anyway. I just keep getting disconnects on my end.
Golf, Charlotte information, Golf, now current, Charlotte altimeter 3014. Again, 428, keep it rolling, cross runway 18 center, and then Echo Echo 14 to the ramp, traffic is holding in position.
Alright, cross 20 center, Victor 4, Echo Echo 14 to the ramp, American 428, up go.
In 1835, about to join up a mile.
American 1835, Charlotte Tower, 3.5 miles of trail, the company Airbus, runway 18 right, settle in, wind 2905.
I'm sorry guys, I can't monitor chat or anything.
Air Shuttle 5568.
Every time I do a reload, it just locks up. Yeah, just reload this whole thing. Okay, okay. Alright, DB, thank you for replying. My video stream where I'm monitoring just either keeps buffering or locking up, and my chat keeps trying to disconnect. I see that you responded. That's cool. Alright, well, we're going to continue on our way then.
Multi-code 4684C. And you shot there, and then 1 left line up wind traffic, 2.5 miles to 3. American 1841, contact departure.
American 1841, again.
Ticket 2 adjustment, taxi via Whiskey 4 Sierra, hold short, runway 18 center.
I should have left it off in 1080p then. Give you better quality. So I was just backed it down because I thought it was, that was the reason why I was buffering.
Charlotte District 5066 is on the ILS.
Well, next stream I'll do 1080p.
5066, Charlotte Tower.
Hell or high water.
Traffic rolling around 1 left.
Greetings to everybody that just joined. Got Marvel on IX. Marvel on IX. Welcome aboard.
Right there, and just monitor this frequency. I might need to move it.
Roger, we're with you. We'll hold here.
35302, wind 290 at 6.
Well, I think we're over New Jersey now.
District 5308 tower, runway 18 center, line up away, traffic on final runway 23. Runway 1.
So this is just the advice. I am departing 18 left. This next departure now, that's rolling runway 80.
Center.
So this will report that.
Hello.
18
Where you from, Marvel?
2457, Charlotte Tower, 3.5 miles of trail, Sierra J, runway 18 right, settle in, wind 3005.
Go on ahead, 44%.
District 5066, runway 23, clear landing in 3005.
And 80 Victor has that.
District 5073, go right on the roll, RNF 57 and 1 left, so for takeoff, traffic 2 miles off the left.
If any one thing is too loud, let me know. I'll turn it down.
And just report landing is short for me. District 5098, contact departure.
Parts of the District 5098.
District 5055, Charlotte Tower, and 1 left line up 1 traffic landing 23.
So where are you from, Marvel?
With 2 forward Quebec 10, we continue full length.
54 for Quebec 10.
From Europe. What part of Europe?
District 1573, contact departure. Flight 527, Charlotte Tower, make 23 clear, land traffic holding on 1 left.
Yeah. It makes it feel better.
Kjfk-Kclt 66, Bravo, Mike
I
to
don't
the
know whether
right.
it's making it better. Sticking something like that. You're a E plus, okay. Or plus E, not sure what that means.
American 1886, Shaw Tower, Embraer, 3 miles final, runway 18 right, for the land, 2708.
Welcome to Brigade.
Welcome, Marvel. Thank you for the follow.
50-55, and 10 degrees left.
EDDF, Frankfurt. Okay, yep, flown near many a time on this.
50-55, time safe departure, good day.
In fact, I think I just did that my last stream, if I'm not mistaken. There should be a video file on that in my past videos.
3865, taxi Whiskey 4 Sierra, full short runway 18 center.
So, radio.
American 1802 is at Jayhan.
American 1802, Shaw Tower, 3.5 miles to present Airbus, runway 18 right, for the land, 2608.
Well, land 18 right, American 1802.
Roger that. Let's see what we got there. Somebody did. The raddest dad, sweet.
And with him, visual super.
527 left, Alpha 4, and then...
Have a seat in the back and make sure you get off the airplane before I crash land. Bring your parachute. I'll be alright. South Jersey, Chase. Yeah, I think I'm actually also going to Chase. Chaseview. Chase. There we go. I'm in Joyzy now. Joyzy. Yeah, yeah, we're going to North Carolina. I should be here. Steve's not going to watch Steve. He's not here today. I think he's here yet anyway. I don't know why I got Air France on this one, even though I did an Air France flight this morning out of France, but what the hell, we'll be Air France. I'll give you guys a little cabin tour, cabin tour if you like. If you don't have this plane, you know what it looks like. Just about everything in this cockpit works. They're going to make this other OIS work somewhere down the line, they say. I haven't seen any updates to this damn plane since it came out pretty much. It's a very nice plane though, otherwise. I like it.
Echo 14, American 1835.
Yeah, they all seem to like to go from Las Vegas to LAX, or LAX to San Francisco. I like to change it up. I mean, I've done those, but I like to change it up. I'll even do some Europe flights like I told Marvel. From Heathrow to Frankfurt the other day. About to level off at cruising altitude, 34,000. It wouldn't hurt to get my auto brakes set. Main. Thank you. Wheels page up. Brakes 2. Good. Center. Center. Down here, brakes 2 is armed. Speed brakes are armed.
Okay, behind the company Airbus on Whiskey Holster to 18 Center, American 18.
Checked out my PCI. Not sure what a PCI is. Oh, PC information, I'm assuming. Yeah. Yeah, before you guys got here, or before some of you guys got here, I tried to do 1080p, but I was getting some lockups at my end as far as the video stream, as far as I thought. But it's doing the same with 720, but you guys aren't having a problem. So the next stream I'm going to do, I'm going to try to do it in 1080p so you guys can get a nice crisp picture. It should hold, I mean, I got the rig to do it. I'm just not 100% sure about my upstream and downstream speeds. Chase.
5252 Charlotte Tower, runway 23, clear line traffic holding runway 111.
Oh, where's his house? Where's his house? Probably passed it up. It's a small airport, probably regional. Center. Oh yeah, X99 would be awesome. You know, I came into some money last summer before I went completely broke. I bought this system right after I bought everything and put it together and got my windows loaded into it and got it all up and running. They came out with the damn Haswell processor and the GTX 980s right after. I mean, I could have bought them, but they just came right after I got it. But I can't. This is got some rough rubber. So yeah, roads. Yeah, we got some rough weather.
Number 180 Charlotte Tower, and 1 left line up and way, traffic landing 23.
But we won't be hitting it.
Clear across 18 Center, Echo 14 to the ramp, American
260 Charlotte Tower, traffic holding runway 1 left line at 23, clear line.
Runway 23, clear the line, pushing 5360.
The X99, I do believe that does hold the latest i7 processor, right? The 5700 series, something like that. If you're going to get an X99, if you're planning on doing SLI, get the what do they call it? Classic edition? I can't think of the name. It starts with a C. Just because it can do SLI better. The bandwidth of the PCI slots are better. I highly recommend the EVGA. That's why I've had it in the past too. Never had a problem with EVGA.
Hotel Lima on us to high server and 1 left. Clear for takeoff. C5103 Charlotte Tower, runway 23, clear line.
Yeah, you said not too many people stream the East Coast. There isn't too many people that stream anything with X-Plane. That's why I decided to start doing a little more X-Plane. I was trying other games and stuff, but too many people are doing it.
725 on the 1 left, backside to line up and way, traffic landing 23.
Backside to line up, wait. 1 left, American 725.
Yeah, well, to get all the parts together at one time, I got everything up and built and Windows installed and updates done in about 24 hours. So I mean, it saved about 50% doing it. So I thought 24 hours of work was well worth it. 180 Ti is, wow, nice. We're going to be doing SLI then, plural TIs. Yeah, make sure you check the buses on each one of the video ports on it, plugins. make sure that they're they'll give equal performance to each card. I forgot what you call it. There's a certain bandwidth on them. I bought my particular motherboard, and it cuts the bandwidth down to the second graphics card. Still runs great, but God can't get full potential out of the second card.
Charlotte Tower, runway 18 right, to land in 2406.
18 right.
So Kjfk-Kclt, monitor tower, runway 26.4.
Good.
Chase. Wish I had more scenery down below, but
You want to straight over position 3360.
5360 Bravo, Mike to the rest, yeah.
Bravo, much to the right, position 3360.
Like a 725, RNF high show, runway 18 left, slip for takeoff.
On the high third, flip, take off 18 left, left to 725.
My 1789, you do need that taxi, sir.
Yeah, for 1789.
My 1781, runway 18 left, star 11, back taxi, line up and wait.
I'll be right back, guys. I'm going to start some coffee because I think when I land at Charlotte, I'll probably fly out of there to somewhere else. So they'll give you guys this choice where you want me to go. And get some coffee and wake up. I know it's still East Coast and it's afternoon, but I'm tired. You're back.
103, top stop to the right. Clear.
No traffic, 94724, LS23.
4724, Charlotte Tower, runway 23, clear line, traffic holding, runway 18 left.
Atlanta 94724.
American 725, contact departure, good day.
Good, departure, you have a good day to American 725.
American 1899, taxi bus Sierra, hold short runway center.
American 1962, visual 187.
1789, RNF high show, runway 18 left, clear for takeoff.
On that place, 18 left, clear to go, American 39.
District 5260, Charlotte Tower, runway 18 left, line up and wait, traffic 4 miles, 6 reach.
American 1930. Midland 187, American 1966.
Alrighty, I'm back. Coffee's brewing and I'll be ready in a few minutes. Yeah, regarding the best machine or whatever, yeah, I agree there, but I mean, it was like immediately after I built it. It's like, really? I mean, if it was 6 months after or something like that, I wouldn't have been as upset about it, but I had the money, could have done it.
240 departure, 296.
Alright, looks like we're heading into another set of storms ahead here. Oh, no, we know. That's our final leg. Oh, okay. Never mind. Thought we were hitting some weather. 13. I'll probably be one won't even need to refuel when we get there. I think I pretty much have a heavy load of fuel. For those of you joined after I mentioned it, the live ATC in the background is from liveatc.net, and we're monitoring Charlotte, North Carolina's tower.
Kjfk-Kclt 4915 Charlotte Tower, 4.5 miles to open Airbus, runway 18 right, settle land, wind 2908.
And left line up and wait.
Some frame
Right away,
issues.
line left, 3920.
District 3216, contact departure today.
TI-994A. Boy, I don't even remember that one. My first computer was back in 1986 with an Atari 520 ST. That's what got me into just loving computers. I mean, I was amazed at even what that thing could do.
We got left to 1960.
Then from there on, I never grew up. I'm 53 years old now. Still act like I'm a kid. And again, for you guys that don't know, Papaw means grandfather in West Virginia. Hell, I'm from Ohio. Never even heard of it till I moved down here.
American 2063, contact departure.
63, we'll see it.
Clear 08, dash take 3 mile south.
18 right, clear land, 44 cents.
For 1934 on that high start on 1 left for takeoff.
Yeah, I can't complain about my system, at least for now. I mean, it runs everything I can throw at it.
American 1934 was cleared for takeoff on that high street. That was 5043
District 1543 Charlotte Tower on 23 clear line, traffic holding on 1 left.
Roger, Pittsburgh. Yeah, I'm originally from the Cleveland area.
District 247 Foxtrot, Mike to the
No,
left.
I'm not living near. I'm about an hour out of Charleston, West Virginia.
That's your 930
It's the
Charlotte Tower,
closest
traffic
major
cross
city.
town on 1
Hell,
left.
that's pretty much the only major city in West Virginia other than
Land
Morgantown.
away, 18 left, frontier, 930.
Commodore 64, remember those? I never had one, my brother did. A tape deck, I do remember those. But my first one had the floppy drive, 3.5-inch floppy drive.
20 center, Echo 14 to the ramp.
Yeah, my brother had the Commodore 64.
Right on Bravo to the ramp.
Yeah, it had the tape deck too on that one, I believe. Programmed his own little games in them.
Logan 1934, contact departure today.
1930, what's on?
Pittsburgh, PA. Yeah, I was up in PA a year ago, April. What the hell is the name of that town? Shit. Washington, PA. Yeah, I was in Washington, PA for about a month.
Frontier 930 traffic 2 mile off the left on up high circle for takeoff. Give me a go right on the road, please.
Copy, on and out, the high circle, take off 18 left, frontier 930.
Yeah, you mentioned addiction. Yeah, that it is an addiction. I'm on the computer more than I ever want to watch TV.
See that right at 15 millimeter tower, 126.4.
Anything and everything I learned about flying was with flight simulators and the use of the internet. Setting go on everything in here.
On the road, can't say departure today.
Departure today.
Kjfk-Kclt 43 Fox, Mike to the ramp, and
Yep, 79.
with then give ramp across.
I came up, yeah, I-79 to, what is it, I-70? Maybe left. Pretty much downtown Washington.
2 mile off the left on that high server, and I want to left
For a company that was starting out a new satellite location there, and so training the guys. Oh, a year after that, and shut its doors. So now I'm poor. That's it.
American 853 at, 8 miles up to 3.
American 853 shot 723 clear land traffic holding
This is
runway
my
11.
only pay-wear aircraft. This is the A350 XWB by Flight Factor.
American 789
For
on the
those
road,
that don't
contact
have
departure
it, I
today.
do highly recommend it. A little bit of money I had at the time, I was going to go to buy it. I really checked into all the airplanes that were out there, and this one looked to be pretty darn cool, and I have not been disappointed since.
American 1907 traffic 2.5 mile off your left on up high server.
Yeah, the only thing that surprises me is why X-Plane isn't more used by the community. Just everything about it other than the graphics, maybe that's it. I mean, as far as scenery, free scenery and all that. Or I should say default scenery. It's just all around, in my opinion, other than that, better scenery.
Number 673 shot 7 at 23 clear land traffic holding runway 11.
Yeah, out of PA, if you take ice. Anyway, you head west, straight into Ohio. It takes you to a town called Cambridge, Ohio. I was living in that area for a while. I heard a ding. I don't know what crashed in my system here. Oh, it was a live ATC. Give it back up. I'll leave it off for now, unless you guys want to know. Yeah, I'd never even heard of X-Plane until it came on Steam. And that was the X-Plane time. I said, well, it's $60. I said, for $60, gotta be a lot to it. So about that. Guess they're supposed to come out with a new 737 soon. I forget the name of the company. EI something or other. If I can ever afford that, I'll probably get it. Want a little bit smaller plane to mess around. Maybe even get the bigger one, the SSG 747. Want something with 4 engines on it. Be right back. I'm gonna go grab my coffee. It's ready. Okay, I'm back. Yeah, there's a lot of nice things about X-Plane. It's so amazing because it's been out just as long as Flight Simulator. Just wish they had more payware and freeware available for it. It's got so much potential. Of course, I'm sure probably had to do with a lot of Microsoft's deep pockets. They had a lot of money. They advertised their shit. I mean, I heard of Flight Simulator back in the 90s, never even heard of X-Plane, so it tells you probably that's why. Yeah, that's true. It'd just be nice if this became the mainstream flight simulator instead of flights. The game FSX. And I wish they would do the shared cockpit with these things. I'm sure you can. Well, maybe not. I don't know. Probably the IPs or something, but just if they made it a little more user-friendly to do shared co-pilot. Shared cockpit would be awesome. Yeah, I hear Dovetail's supposed to be taking their rights to FSX and making another flight simulator out of it. I don't know what it's going to be. I'm not talking about prepared or anything like that. I don't know if it's going to be a 64-bit or not. Alrighty, Rev-A-Dad. You have a good one. Hope to see you later. Hit the follow button if you haven't already. Appreciate it. Have a good day. And you're welcome for the ride. You got out while you're still alive. Yeah, I know about the DC-6. Dang it, I just wish they would have came out with 737 first. I'd have bought that. I'd have sold my body, taken that $5 and put it towards getting that game, that Although if they'd actually would finish this plane, in my personal opinion, it'd be just as every bit as good as PMDG. Well, I haven't heard boo or news about this plane being updated since February. They're supposed to come out with the Sits and Stars in it, and a few other updates that we haven't seen anything on. Hello, Martin Leo. How you doing, buddy? Doing some East Coast flying from up JFK about an hour ago, heading to Charlotte, North Carolina. But in the meantime, like I mentioned, they're coming out. Some other company's coming out with a 737. I don't know. Can't say I've ever heard of the companies. I don't know how good a quality, but just to have an idea that somebody's actually making one finally for the X plane would be nice. Instead of this 8-year project for the X737. I'm sure it's going to be nice when it gets done, maybe in the year 2030. Other than 3D cockpit, or they're not having a 3D cockpit, it's a pretty good plane. Which, to me, is a must. I will not buy or do a plane in 2D unless somebody holds a gun to my head. Well, the wind direction holds out. Looks like we picked a decent runway anyway. Winds are pretty calm. Martin Leo, you done any live streaming in the last few days? Martin's getting into FSX. He's live streaming. I don't think right now. Maybe he is. You want to check out his channel? I think DB better. I think you got your own channel too, don't you? I try to check out all my followers. A little bit more focused on Pilot Edge. You have a subscription to Pilot Edge? I don't think I'd ever do that unless I had the money to subscribe to that thing, but B, unless I plan on actually getting my real world license, because VATSIM and all that can do just fine for sims. Oh, you know what? I think my little guy in the backs are going to bitch about the lighting. Let's see. Yes, I want them to plunk out their eyes. Tell me what plunk. How do you plunk an eye? Okay? Must be a British term. Whatever. Wish there's a way I could just save the lighting setting in here, because you got to come in here every time you load the plane up, turn the lighting up, or you're going to get that crap. You can't save it. Oh, trial account. Yeah, roger that. Yeah, and if I'm not mistaken, Pilot Edge is only this Los Angeles area, so that kind of limits you. what is it, like $19.95 a month? I don't think so. There we go, Kjfk-Kclt, that's it. For about 5 years. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, I've been hearing some news lately about them releasing a plane this year, but I'd never heard of them. Didn't know how long it's been developed. I have to do a search on that. I couldn't remember the name of the company, so I couldn't do a search on it. Have you seen any info on it? Does it seem like it's going to be a decent plane? Oh, okay. I'll have to check that out. Yeah, I'm not sure I'm even going to get the DC-6 or not. It just seems like it's a lot of work, having to do the engineering station and all that. Unless there's some type of automation. It just ought to have a AI engineering it or something. I mean, I definitely like the DC-6, but if it's going to be hopping 3 seats to manage things, I don't want to do that. Probably my first retro plane is going to be the FlyJ Sim 727. I'm going to try that one. I wanted to start doing some VOR flying. Looks like weather's clear for descent and landing. So far looking at an 8-knot tailwind, but that could change. I'm going to write that down. Kjfk-Kclt. I'm definitely going to write that down because at my age I'm going to forget. There we go. You know what, Martin, if you really want to, there's already some videos on YouTube for VOR training. Try to get one that isn't a child. There's a channel called X-Plane 10 tutorials or something like that. Avoid that unless you want to listen to a snot-nosed 12-year-old. I mean, he sounds like he knows what he's doing, but he's just annoying to listen to. Avoid those videos. Move down to one that there's a guy speaking English, actually English. Which is, I think there's only one guy. He's got like a 5-part series of VORs. He explains it really well. He's kind of dull to listen to. Kind of like listening to Level Cap. But he explains it real well. Roger, yeah. It isn't difficult. It's just finding the resources to learn it. And those videos I was explaining, I'll have to get a link some one of these times for that. Explains it really good. Explains how to track the VOR versus going to the heading to the VOR and whole bit deviation, wind deviations and all that. Really good at it. Yeah, it's not hard. It's just basically a homing beacon. If you ever noticed the next plane, if you ever loaded up, say you're making your own flight and you're punching in the fixes in there, like say on my screen, let's say who next or whatever, you punch that in, you get all said and done, and all of a sudden you see N40W008 or whatever. That's because they, in real life, had decommissioned that VOR, so it really no longer exists. However, they made a GPS coordinate simulating that location. So it's actually not a station there, it just simulates the fact that there is one there, and it uses GPS location in this to navigate to it. I really should learn up in the GPS. I don't really know how to manipulate that stupid GPS 430 Garmin. It's just so clunky to navigate around. And I have yet, I don't know if anybody knows how, if it can even be done, how you load up an entire flight plan that you have saved into a GPS. I can't, as far as I know, I don't think you can. You have to enter your fixes as you go along, and I don't like that either. I'm losing viewers. Nobody loves me anymore. After I land, I'm going to stop the stream for about a minute or two, and I'm going to switch this over to 1080p and then come back on. I'll be leaving Charlotte. You guys figure out a location you want me to fly to. I'll set a course for it. And then let me know if, how well the stream's holding up for me. Because I'd rather do 1080p. And start to descend. What the hell? I see some constraints up ahead. Come on. And it's not descending, really? Stupid thing. I'm going to take the Kjfk-Kclt out of here. I think it looks like me all the time. Oh, I'm at 34,000. Duh. Alright, here we go. Ah, we can listen. We always wanted to be on an airline pilot. Center. 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 Thank you. In this particular plane, I got the vertical profile here. This is an orange because I'm not going to be at that height. So I'm going to put my speed brake on. Speed down. Speed down. Speed down. That should slow me down and get this to meet The at. Oh shit. Let's see where we're at here. Really? Come on. Jesus. Need to be. Whoa. 5,000? Oh boy, that's wrong. Prom. 11,000. I gotta change this Suskin thing here. But that is not gonna work. Constraints. Altitude. Change it. Let's make it 9,000. That's what you get for loading a star into that after you put a flight plan in. That'll work. So prom at 11,000. The airliners, to me, they're just seem to be more of a challenge, just because they're going faster. You got to do things faster, which is surprising for me because I've never been diagnosed, but I think I am ADHD, and it's hard for me to do multitasking. But either in any event, propeller planes to me just seem a little too slow. It'd be a good thing to use default airplane in here, like the Baron, Beach Baron, to learn the VOR flying. Well, you can do VOR flying in here too, but it's still kind of a modern setup. I want to try it with the old gauges and stuff. Alright, we are now going to make prom. It's in mid-gen what we want. So speed up, speed up, speed up. I'm going to rearm my speed brake, speed up. Speed up. Thank you. Alright. Now we're good. I think all the other constraints should be fine now. Yep. Except the last couple, which is fine, because I'm going to level off about 3,000 until I catch the localizer. Yeah, it is. It'd just be completely super awesome if we could do shared cockpitting this like FSX can. If I ever do get the PDMG for FSX, I'll probably be doing more on it, FSX, just for that reason. I don't know if you saw, they're supposed to be coming out with, somebody's making a software package where both of you have a video camera. You'd have a picture of the actual guy you're flying with next to you, using their webcam. That'd be sweet. Did I show you the cabin lighting in here? I did it on one of my streams. I don't know if you're here. We're here better. I was having a problem with some of my cabin lighting not working, and I figured out why. But it's, once I figured it, it's just really kind of cool. I can switch it to nighttime here briefly to show you if you want. Yeah, they're doing shared cockpit. The only way you can do shared cockpit is to have an account with Pilot Edge. I checked into it. I mean, I checked into, because I saw people doing it. I was checking to see how they were doing it. And it was the only way you can do it is to connect into Pilot Edge. The Pilot Edge is the one that basically connects the two together. All right, let me go to the environment at nighttime. somewhere under the dash here now that I can't see is a lighting switch. Here it is. Turn up some lighting here. That panel. This one always worked, but I was having a problem with the foot lighting. That's where your feet are at. But I had to have the HDR, the DX11 HDR running to make this work, and I didn't realize that. And I got the pedestal light. Looks really, really neat. This we got this. Yeah, this is one I just did over here, but you also have one for the turn these lighting up, and for these two. All right, we'll go back to daytime. I'm probably going to save this video and transfer it over to my YouTube channel when we get done. Roger that. I prefer daytime flying anyway. No big deal on the lighting, but I still think it's kind of cool. X-Plane's finally starting to come out with airport sceneries. I think they released about 30 airports in the 10.35 version. I'm not sure. Which would be nice. Instead of having a barren world, you have to get your own down ones. Oh shit, altimeter. Do that every time when I get to talking here. 017. Go away. Man. I've heard of him during my last stream before we were talking about him. I checked out his channel real quickly. I didn't really watch much of his stuff yet. There's another 727 pilot out there. I don't know where he's from. I think he's from one of the eastern countries. Flies the 727 as well. Seems pretty knowledgeable. He's actually AJ Foxtrot or something like that. If you haven't already, if you haven't got the KLAX download, the free one, it's got the I'm going to call it orthopedic, whatever, scenery along with it. It's really nice. Phoenix Sky Harbor Airport, if you haven't got that one, that is a beautiful one as well in Arizona. I just can't find any JFKs, probably because they got a pay well out there. That's what I'm not going to buy. I'd like to get one. Not pay for it. I've also downloaded Tampa, Florida. It's a pretty decent one. The airport itself is pretty decent. Actually, I think it's got some scenery around it too. If you haven't got that one, get it. In fact, I might fly to Tampa after this one, unless you got any other suggestions. Should be a relatively short flight. Final One of these days I'm going to figure out you can connect 2 computers to the game, and one of them being like a flight instructor. You can put malfunctions, and you can activate a malfunction for the other person during flight. I have a second computer, but it's only a dual core. I'm not sure how well that would work with it too. I'm not that geeky to be able to figure out how to get them both talking to each other. Yeah, I know you can. That's how I figured it out. You could. Does it look like it? This is made for instruction. This whole X-plane thing was made for flight instruction. And I saw that you were able to. It was basically kind of indicating you could, but I'm like you. I don't know how that's done, but I know it can be done. Guy could be sitting on a computer with his monitor and say, "Hey, I'm going to give this guy landing gear problems," and then click on it. And that'd be awesome. You can also connect up with your friends on X-plane too with IP addresses, but it's again another thing that would be difficult for me to figure out. Up to 20 other people. Alright, 79 miles to go. Everything looking good. 3016 for barometer now. This cat walking across back and forth on my desktop getting me nervous. Will you lay down already? Lay down. Voice activation just set me outside, inside, or center. Center. She's got to lay right under my desktop here. Be petted. She's going to be walking around my keyboard. Lay down. Thank you. Center. Got to check altitude on the final, but it's probably sea level roughly. Yeah. So I'm going to set my 3,800 because I'm going to be about 3,000 above. Anybody knows how to get rid of that stupid pop-up from the Q&H, let me know. I'll permanently get rid of that. Well, if that puts me up 2 more follows, that'd be awesome, but I don't think it does. Oh, you're on your iPad. I wish I could afford an iPad. I'd use it as an FMC. Buy an add-on FMC. I don't know if they make one for export. I would, but I'm sure it's really expensive. The barometer keeps changing. Welcome to whoever joined the room. Say hello if you're not in a commercial right now. We are en route to Charlotte, North Carolina on our final, pretty much final here. 54 miles to go. From here I'm going to stop the stream for just a couple of minutes. I'm going to restart it in 1080p to see how the stream holds. I guess it'll probably be alright. And then from once I get back on, we're going to go to Tampa, Florida, from Charlotte. Would he be better? You got BF4? If you do, you can use your iPad for the mini map. I might do a live stream on BF4. I'm just kind of hesitant about first-person shooters because I'm really horrible at them. I feel bad. Battlefield 4. Oh, also, yeah, when I do restart and I'm running 1080p, let me know if you have that option at the bottom that allows you to change your video quality. So, I mean, I notice some channels have the ability to go, you know, custom and high and medium, and I'm wondering how they do that. I'm guessing it's because they started at 1080, and it allows people to downgrade it if they want. Oh, okay, roger that. Yeah. My latest game is pretty much X-Plane and BF4. I can't afford the new games. I'd love to be able to get Dirt Rally. I like the Dirt series. Oh, and that Project Cars, that looks like it's awesome. I wouldn't be very good at it, but it looks nice. Oh shit, 34 miles out, I better flap down one. Flaps down. .013 now. Half-Life 2, I have that too. Hell, I had that back in the 90s when it first came out. I thought it was awesome. You could actually play with people online. I think it was all 8 of us. That was the first game I ever did a single player full all the way through. That was a long game. Another game if you haven't got, and it goes on a Steam sale, is Portal 2. Get that one. I mean, that thing is every bit as worth the retail price, but they could go down to like $4.99 on Steam during the summer or winter sale. I highly recommend that. It's pretty cool. It's kind of a puzzle game of some sort. Getting some rain. Flaps down. Kind of cool. Tells me my flap setting here now. This little diamond here tells me that my speed brakes are armed. It's preset for brake 2 for auto brake. Decision height's 200. 3014 now. Portal 1 was cool. You're gonna love Portal 2 because the robot guy that follows you around is very, very comical. He says funny things throughout the whole thing. You'll love it. It's a really, really long game too in single player. I mean, I got to the point where, come on, get done, will ya? Even though I loved it. Just when you think you're about to get in the last room, you're not. Very gentle glide slope there. We Got another person in the room. Say hello if you're not in a commercial. And where are you from? Yeah, the intro. It's pretty much that funny all the way through Portal 2. It really is. It's just, I was laughing my ass off. And it's moddable too. I haven't done any mods on it, but that's moddable too. Get on to download maps and what as well. Some of those user created maps, so I can't figure out. I mean, they're just like, really? I feel stupid. Hell, I may even do a stream while I'm playing it. I should start over from the beginning. Flaps down. Somewhat of a tailwind. What's my speed? 155. Yeah, I'll probably go full flap on this one too. Tell you what, if you have the NVIDIA 3D Vision like I do, playing Portal 3 or Portal 2 is really cool looking too. Oh, I'm gonna turn my autopilot or my iOS on. Speed is 53. Yeah, let's go full flap. Flaps down. Flaps down.
Welcome to the game.
Thank you, calls 1959. Now you're another old fucker like me. I was born in 61. Welcome to the room. I pretty much stream X-Plane 10. Sometimes Dharma 3. And some other old games anybody may want to watch. If I do a multiplayer game, I do encourage my followers to play along with me. I've just started playing Heroes and Generals, which seems a little tough, but it's pretty cool for being a free game. Alright, runner descent. Got a tailwind, speed's 138, probably faster than that with a tailwind, so probably alright. Although I am porpoising here, so flaps up, speed up a little bit. Flaps up, I'm going to be coming into this hot probably. 1960 as well, or 1960, yeah, I had to look over my glasses to see what year you were born. I couldn't read it. I can't read, god damn it. But I want to fly an airliner. Born 1961 in suburbs of Cleveland, Ohio. I think our generation was the luckiest. We missed Vietnam. Didn't have to get drafted there. I remember I was like 11 or 12, I was worried about having to get drafted, but then the war ended. Full flaps. Nope, I don't want to be full flaps. Speed 157. Well, damn. It's a little hot. Let's try flaps down again. Flaps down. Flaps down. I want to be about 143, but I don't think that's going to happen. Activate my approach. Got to talking and turn my landing lights on. Yeah, I bet you were sweating it too, huh? I even at my age, I even knew that whole deal was screwed up. I was so worried I was going to go to get killed. My brother was just turning 18. My older brother. So he just missed it too. He was born in, well, no, he would have been older than that. He was born in 56. I don't know how he missed it. Maybe because he went to college. My next older brother was born in January of 60. Alright, I gotta pay attention to my line. 8 miles out, probably closer because that's the end of the runway. Yep, we got it dead ahead here. Speed 140, acceptable. Should be a nice smooth landing.
2,500.
Barometer's correct.
2,500.
Outer mark.
2,500.
Range stop, can turn the wipers off. We have ILS lock. Alright, we're good. I got scenery for Charlotte. It's decent. It's freeware on explain.org. For the airport anyway, not the surrounding area.
2,000.
Oh, sweet. Probably didn't even have to lie. He probably went in there worrying about having to go to Vietnam and his blood pressure was 200 over 40 or something. Oh, gear down. Gear down. And coming down. Three green. I know one of these times I'm going to be chatting in here. I'm going to just do something catastrophic, I know. For those of you who just arrived here, arriving in Charlotte, North Carolina, I'm going to end the live stream for maybe 2 minutes, roughly, and then restart it in 1080p, as we're currently in 720p, to see how the stream holds. And I'm going to fly from here to Tampa, Florida. Probably, I'm coming in on runway 36, so I'll probably just turn it around and do 18, runway 18 south. Yeah, it's pretty basic, but yeah, it's better than nothing. Right on the numbers. Speed is 136, a little slow, but it's doable. Get it below 132, you have problems.
500.
Chase.
4.
Doing a little crab dance here. Center. Thank
7,
you.
60, 50, 40, 30, 20, 10, retard.
Passengers are happy. 80 knots, reverse is off. For this flight. Just going to bring it to a stop here, and then I'll stop the stream and see you guys in a couple minutes here. And when I do come back, please let me know in chat how your video's holding up, whether you're buffering a lot or not. And also, if you get the option to do lower settings like medium, low, I was wondering how other streamers do that. Probably because they're doing 1080p. Anyway, I'm gonna hit brake. Brake. Brakes on. All right, we're good. Okay, see you guys in a couple minutes here.